watch this. Get them both to the top of the backswing if you can.
They can do this.
All right. Now look at this. Now here is a perfect example. Go on. Right, now there it is. Now look at Tiger. Look at his wrist. You see how flat his wrist is? Now I like a flattish swing, but the wrist mustn't be flat. His wrist is flat. Look at Hogan's. Look at that. Look at the cup. You see that? Mm-hmm. Now, what actually happens? Have we got the camera on me now?
We're going to get it. We got it on you now.
Now, when you get the club doing that, because if you get shut, the club does that a bit, and you get in that position there. Golf is not there and there. If you do that a bit, you've got to do that. So what actually happens is, Hogan got it there, and then he got his left wrist under the club. Tiger's getting it back here, and he's getting his left wrist too flat. I like the flatter plane, but he's got to get his left there, he's got to be there, and get his left wrist under. Now, when you start down, when your hand's under like that, you start down your body, your hands come closer to your body. Tom Watson and I were talking about it. When you do that as well. I'm exaggerating. Okay. Now watch, I'll prove it to you. This never lies. Get them at impact if you can. But can you see the vast difference at the top there?
Yes.
It's enormous. Okay. Get it down to right there. Perfect. Now, look at Tiger, what I'm telling you. This is what Tom Watson and I were talking about. Look at his right arm, how far it is from his body at impact. Hogan's arm is against his body. Look at Tiger Woods' right heel, too high off the ground. Look at Hogan's, just off the ground. Because when you get that movement there, he's hitting the outside of the ball there, that heel comes up, and you hook it, and you slice it. And I listened to Tiger talking at Dubai. He said, I'm hooking and I'm slicing. If you get the hand under, and you start down with your arms closer to your body, and that right heel stays on the ground a little longer, and the great speed that he has, which is phenomenal, through the ball, he's as good as I've ever seen. These two are the best through the ball I've ever seen. But there it is. It's in black and white. It doesn't tell a lie. You've got a lot of people like to talk about things, but that proves it.
I wrote a column on thegolfchannel.com last week, put a lot of those statistics of Tiger Woods driving the golf ball, talking about how tremendous his results had been. If you look at wins and everything else, so many responses from people who said, why doesn't he just hit a 3-wood off the tee or a 2-iron? He'd be in the fairway every time, and he wouldn't lose as much distance as some might think. He'd be playing from perhaps where a Fred Funk or somebody else who doesn't hit it quite as far. What would be your response to that?
Settling for the second best.
He's not going to settle.
He's not going to do that. He wants to be. I do feel that unnecessary. This is my humble opinion. But Augusta, when I see him taking those big swipes at the ball, and he takes his other swing, goes, and he has a great balance. He doesn't have to take the swipe. If he was a pupil of mine, I'd say, Tiger, when you take your big swipe, you hit it 320. When you take your normal swing, you hit it 310. That 10 yards doesn't make any difference. You're still going to reach every par 5. Swing hard as you can, but within yourself. And I think that's very, very important. But this, I'm so pleased you had this on camera, and, you know, I'm such a Tiger Woods fan. I can tell you this. If Tiger Woods had to do this, I believe that Tiger Woods will turn out to be the greatest player the world has ever seen. He's so talented, it is frightening. He's so focused. He's the best putter. He and Bobby Locke are the two best putters I ever saw in my life.
Competitor.
And a competitor. He's a genius. I call him a genius.
He's not one of the best, not one of the worst by far.